guys, it's Opossum Bum here with my zombie pup, Eerie. I apologize if my voice sounds weird. I'm currently sick, so I'm gonna do something that is definitely very late because everyone else has already done this, but I'm gonna do it now. As we all know at this point, there are like 15 new Webkinz that were released. And so I'm going to basically do a review of all of them because I am very fortunate at this point to own all 15 of the new Webkinz. So yeah. So I'm just going to be reviewing the new ones and let you know what I think of the quality and just the overall design. I'm not going in any particular order. I just kind of have them off to the side and I'm just going to grab them and yeah. Okay, and the first one I grabbed is the Meerkat. So with the first 12, they do not have magic W's. They have their own little design. So this one has a little sun, and he is very, very soft actually, like super, super soft. I think he feels a little stiff, if I'm honest. Like, he just seems real, like, he's solid. Like, he's really stiff. But overall, the quality of this Meerkat is very, very good. Like, he's very high quality. I just wish he was a little more floppy, like the old ones. But then again, I've never actually had the original Webkinz Meerkat, so I don't have anything to compare it to. So I don't know if the original Meerkat was also this stiff. But I'd maybe like it if it was a little more floppy. I know that the hands here are stitched to his little tum-tum, so yeah, I don't know if that would help to like free the hands. I don't want to do that, but yeah, so this is the Meerkat. And the next one is the Poodle. I actually really like this one. As I talked about before in a little short, I don't like when they have these little, I've been calling them cutie marks, these little things that kind of define them, and I'm like, I don't appreciate that. I don't like that at all, because what if my poodle is not into pink bows? You know what I mean? Like, but that's not exactly, but I mean, that's just my own little thing. But overall, I mean, the quality of this one is also really good. The fur feels a little less soft compared to the original, like, pink poodle. The quality does feel a little different. Like, it's not quite as soft, which is weird, but yeah, it's a little different. Okay, I decided to just grab my pink poodle. This is Carly. And like, you can see that the texture of the fur is kind of similar, but the pink one is actually a lot softer than this one. But I also do like that this one has a hard nose and this one doesn't. This one has the kind of like little squishy nose. Just as a little comparison, I would say they look pretty similar otherwise. Like, again, this one is more floppy and this one's a little more stiff. Okay, and the next one I have is the German Shepherd. So the German Shepherd Webkinz was originally like one of my top favorite Webkinz, even though I don't like that they again have the police propaganda. That's a little not desirable. But overall, this one is a little funky. I feel like I'm not a fan of the sequins on the paws or the ears, because the ears also have the little sequins. It's not bad. It's not as bad as some of the Webkinz next, but it's still definitely not my favorite. I brought my original German Shepherd Charlie as a little comparison. So these ones look very different from each other. Whereas the poodles were a little more similar, these are pretty different. It's like you can see that the new one kind of wants to stand up, but this one is a little more floppy, and I do prefer the floppiness, but I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely not bad by any means. I think that these new Webkinz do have a weird structure going on, usually like in the tail area. Like, it just looks weird, right? Like there's just some definition that isn't happening on their butt area. It just looks like they got too much. Like there's too much going on. You know what I mean? Like that's a little weird, but it's like if you compare it to the original. But yeah, so that's the new German Shepherd. Okay, next up we have the Fox. So this is one of the 3 new ones that came out in December. And again, the quality is really, really high quality. Like it's really nice. This fur here feels kind of coarse. Like it's not super, super soft. It doesn't feel not good quality. It just doesn't feel super soft. And again, it has the sequins in the ear and on the bottom. But the good thing is about these new ones, they actually do have the embroidered Magic W. And it looks really, really nice. Like, I'm really happy that they brought those back. There's no more weird little cutie marks going on. It's just that. And again, the weird thing happening with the butt, is it just me? Because, like, I feel like it should be like this. You know what I mean? Like, there needs to be some sculpting going on here. But overall, like, he's a cutie. I mean, he could use some eyebrows. I did see some people online putting their own eyebrows on the new Webkinz to make them have a little bit more life. And I could see myself maybe doing that with this guy. For comparison, I brought my Rockers Fox because I feel like they both came out, you know, that one was a little newer. So I felt like it was a better comparison than the original one because the original one is obviously very different. But I feel like size-wise, this one's a little bigger, obviously. But again, it doesn't have the weird butt situation that I keep talking about. And I hope that you guys understand what I'm saying. It just seems like the tail should be a little lower. That's kind of what I'm getting at. The tail should be a little lower on the body rather than just like sticking straight up like this. It kind of looks like what's happening. But yeah, and the W's are obviously different because this is the original and this is the new one. It has the rainbow and the cloud, and it's not rainbow in the W, so it's a little different. But I don't hate the new design of the W. I think it looks pretty cool, actually. Okay, next we have the Marble Cat. So this one, again, like with the same problems I'm having over and over again, is the tail end. First off, the tail is not floppy. Like, it is not staying down. It just pops right back up, which is not my favorite design when it comes to these plushies. Like, I would much prefer them to be floppy. I don't have another calico cat, but I have my Siamese, which does a very good job showing what I'm talking about when it comes to the butt end. Okay, well, he doesn't want to stand up. But, see how the floppy, the tail is literally not stuffed, like, at all. It's just fabric, and I so much prefer that. I feel like the floppiness just gives them so much more life, if that makes sense. Because, like, this one is just, it's out there. It's just there. Whereas this one is, it's a little more floppy. You can pose it in different ways, you know, have it wrap around. Something like that is not going to be possible with this new one. And again, it's got the weird butt shape. And the legs are actually really short on this one that I've noticed. Like, look how short the little back leg is compared to the old ones. The legs are, like, very small. But overall, like, I'm obsessed with the quality of this one. It is so, so soft. This is another one that I would maybe consider, like, adding eyebrows to, just to give her a little more expression. And then we have the Cockapoo. This one's probably, like, I don't know, my second favorite of the new ones. I don't know, I really, really like how they did the dogs. I feel like they're so good with the dogs. Just a little tennis ball. That's, like, perfect. The butt situation is happening on this one. You see what I mean? It's like, I feel like the tail should be just down a little. But overall, this one is super soft. Like, super soft. I just want to snuggle with this one all day. It is so, so soft. I don't believe I have a very good comparison for this one, but I do have the Labradoodle, which is, I mean, kind of in the same realm. This one's also, like, super soft. It feels like very similar, very, very similar material they used for these two. Again, the new ones are bigger. They're like significantly bigger, in my opinion. Like, look how little this one is compared to that one. It's like, and they're both standing up right now, but he's like a whole solid this much taller. Okay, then we have the zebra. So this one is the first one that I'm like, I actually don't like it. Like, I just straight up don't like it. I wish the fur would be longer. I mean, it is a very, very, very short pile fur, and it feels like you're petting a couch. It doesn't feel very soft. I mean, the long part, the tail, the mane, those are very soft. Those are very nice. But even the inside of the ear is better with like this minky fabric. And on the nose. But everywhere else, this is just not a good not a good choice of fabric, in my opinion. He just seems really stiff, a lot like the meerkat, but he doesn't even have the softness. He's just real stiff. And like, I don't know, like, he's just not it. And the eyes are really like bulged and buggy, and I think that's kind of weird. I don't have a zebra to compare, but I have my okapi, however you say it. I don't know. This was the only comparison I really had for the new one and the old one. Like, the height's actually pretty good for this one. The legs are not too short. The belly's pretty normal. And actually the butt area looks kind of okay. Like, it doesn't have that same problem that the other ones are having. I don't know. It's a little different, but you see how the eyes are so much smaller on this one? And they're just like huge. It's just like super bug-eyed. But yeah. Next up we have the gecko. This one looks so much like the original like gecko, which I have. Not the original gecko, the lemon lime gecko. Like, these literally look so similar. It's kind of crazy. Like, they literally could have just taken the exact same pattern for this one and just made this one, but it made him a little chunkier. Like, that's literally what happened, I think. He's just a little chunkier. But overall, I really like this one because it looks the most, I would say, the most resemblance to the classic. And the embroidery on this one's really nice. It's just a simple leaf. I love that. We have a little bit of a sparkle situation going on, but it's not too bad. It's literally just on the little feet, which is understandable. It's a gecko. But I've noticed also, like, they have this sparkly in the originals too, but it's like fuzzy sparkly. It's not just like this soft material. So it's a little different. The eyes are a little smaller on the new one. The eyes are kind of big and derpy on the old one, but I mean, they're both comparatively like the same thing to me. Like, I would take either one of these. All right, next up we have the bay horse. This one is really, really cute and super soft. This is another one that was released in December. The mane on this one is so gorgeously soft. I'm obsessed with the mane on this one. I'm just like, sit here, I'll pet his tail all day. He's so soft. Again, he's got the embroider, the very, very nice embroider. The tail is normal, I would say, on this one. It's got a weird bump there, but otherwise, I think he's fine. I brought my Pinto so we can compare. Obviously, this one's like ginormous compared to the old ones. Like, he's got a big head compared to the older designs, and the ears are like huge. It's like, look at that ear compared to the Pinto's ear. It's like, it is gigantic. But again, it's not a bad thing. Don't hate it. But it's just, you know, size comparison wise. The legs aren't too bad on this one either. They're pretty standard, I would say, for the old and the new comparisons. Yeah. But overall, I think the bay horse is one of my favorites of the new ones that were released. I Like, it's so cute and very, very soft. Okay, next up we have the Bernese Mountain Dog. Now this one probably is my top favorite of the new releases. I am obsessed with this one. It is so soft. It doesn't have the weird butt thing I keep talking about. And the embroider is just a little wheel. I think there's a story behind that. I'm not sure what it is, but I've been meaning to look it up. I don't have a good comparison because I do not own any of the other Bernese Mountain Dogs, but this one is definitely my favorite of the new Webkinz. Okay, next up is the Koala. So I was one of the lucky people to be selected for Webkinz, their little launch to promote like Kinsfluencer, whatever thing that you would call it. And I just remember saying the whole time that like I would like any of them except the koala, and I got the koala. So this is the one that I got in the little box. Yeah, I don't hate it. Definitely not my favorite, but I don't hate it. I'm not a fan of the whole nose being covered in sequins. That's just not, I mean, I guess sequins is the wrong term. These are not sequins. Like, you can't feel them, it's soft. But that is not my favorite design aspect of any of these Webkinz. But overall, the fur is like super soft and super high quality. No tail, so I can't complain too much there. He has like a normal koala rump, I would say. The surfboard's a little weird, not sure what that's supposed to mean. But yeah, I don't have a koala to compare because koalas are not my favorite animal. Sorry, koalas. But yeah. Up next, we have the tiger, and I was super excited for the tiger because tigers are just one of my favorite animals, and I love tigers. I'm near the tiger, and so the quality of this one is very nice. Same with the others, they're very nice. The only problem that I have is if you look in the eyes, they are sparkly like the Beanie Boo eyes. That I'm not a fan, but they're smaller. Don't get me wrong. The eyes are smaller, so they're less creepy, but they are still kind of sparkly, and that's a little weird to me. And again, also the tail. Why is the tail so small? Like, I feel like a tiger has a really long tail. I feel like the tail should be less stiff, for one, and it should come out a little farther. I don't hate this embroider, like their little cutie mark thing. I don't hate that. I think it looks really cute. Again, no W though, not yet. The only comparison I have is this tiger, and he is very loved. He is not good quality. He is very old. So he's definitely a little more floppy than he would have been probably in his prime, but still, look how long this tail is. Oop, bye. So this is the size of the tail that I would have wanted the new ones to have. And see how it just hangs down? How it just, whoop, it's all whoop, floppy. And this one is just not. It just sticks straight out. So that's kind of not the favoritist thing of mine. But otherwise, I mean, she's chunky. But other than that, I feel like the legs are also kind of short. Just overall with these new plush, I feel like the legs are short and they're just really chunky, which is not a bad thing. Not by any means is that a bad thing. But it's a little different. You know, it's not what we're used to with the classic plush, who are a little longer, a little floppier, you know. Next up, we have the Chihuahua. It's a big head Chihuahua. He's got such a big head. Overall, this one is literally shaped like a bean. Like, what is going on here? This is the best example of what I've been talking about this whole time with the weird butt shape. Because, like, what is going on here? You know what I mean? There's, like, no definition. It's just rump. I feel like they should have sculpted it down a little more to make it look more like a dog. And he's a little, like, I don't know, he's a little on the short side. He kind of looks like a corgi more than a chihuahua, but we obviously know he's intended to be a chihuahua. And he's got this little, well, racist pepper, but but yeah. like overall, I really like the quality of the Chihuahua. Again, I think this is one that would benefit from eyebrows, but it doesn't have a lot of that sparkly fabric, so I'm happy about that. The paws are actually different on this one. It's like they're not the same material down here, but it's also not the same sparkly material. It's very different compared to some of the other new ones. But overall, I really do like the Chihuahua. It just has a weird shape. He built a little weird. And unfortunately, I don't have a Chihuahua to compare it to, other than my real one, but that's not gonna do much. And last, but certainly not least, we have the spotted pig. The spotted pig is so cute and super, super soft. It reminds me of one of those Douglas toys. Like, it feels like a Douglas toy. Like, it is super soft, but also like, I don't know how to describe it. It just feels like a Douglas toy, aside from the sparkles, of course, which again, I don't hate the sparkles just being in the one spot. Like, that is perfectly fine with me. And again, it's got the embroidered little magic W. I am so happy that Webkinz decided to bring back the magic W's. That makes me so happy. I low-key wish that they would let us, like, send in our original 12 to get them replaced, like, to get the little cutie marks replaced with W's, because the W's are best. But yeah, I'm actually seeing the tail on this one is so much better. It does not have the same issue as the other tails, because like there's nothing in it. It's not stuffed. It's just a little piece of fabric and it's tied up into a little curl. Like, that's exactly what I want from my Webkinz. I don't want the tail to be sticking straight out like that all the time. I think it just gives it so much more character to just let him flop. But yeah, so that was an honest review of all of the new 2025 20th anniversary, 3rd gen, whatever we want to call it, Webkinz. Just as a little disclaimer, this video was not made with the intent to brag or make anyone else feel bad about any of their collections or anything. This video was meant purely for entertainment purposes. Just as a little review, because I've been collecting Webkinz for a very long time, and I just thought I would give my 2 cents on the new Webkinz in comparison with some of the old ones. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, be sure to like, subscribe, comment what your favorite new Webkinz is, or if you don't like any of the new Webkinz, what's your favorite old Webkinz? And with that, get on with your life and have